So you all want to come for me. That's the game now. Fake accounts, Instagram, TikTok, commenting on review site, making up shit because you can't do anything any other way. Bring it on. I'm ready. You think you're gonna beat me? You think you're gonna make me quit YouTube, quit social media, quit property development, quit property education? You're loco. You are crazy. Keep poking the bear. What is actually happening in the world of me? So as you all know, we have earn and learn partners that I have run over, okay? It was well publicised last year, still being publicised this year. You've still got all the fake accounts, you've still got all the people out there sticking the knives in, you've still got people out there trying to sue me, litigation and all that kind of stuff. And I don't think they realise that I'm here. I'm making it right, and your added pressure is actually just making the situation a million times worse. And you've got to relax. I've got to relax. Stop getting so worked up about it. Stupid people will do what stupid people do. The smart people will do what the smart people do, and the people who understand what's going on will listen and go, you know what? Actually, yeah, it's business. It is actually business, and things don't always go right. But at least Steve stayed here. At least he has stayed and he's fixing it. Now you guys watch all my social media and you think, oh my God, he's having a great time, life's great. Guys, I've got the weight of the world on my shoulders. It's just that I'm a different breed. I'm from the 1%. And you know, most people quit, most people would have run off, most people have left everybody in the lurch. Not me, I'm here fixing it. I'm making sure everything's okay. But there's people out there making fake accounts, commenting on review sites and like doing things to give me 1 star, not realizing that, you know, you're actually harming everything. Not like, I don't care. I'm not interested. I have a world outside of social media. I know what I do and I know who I am. And I know that I'm a good person who will keep moving forwards. We've got people out there that are doing some very unsavory things, okay? Very unsavory things. And I'm smiling. Do you know why I'm smiling? Because I'm at the stage now where I'm like, okay, I'm the one that's late and I'm the one that has to fix it. So I have to make sure that I hold hands up, I speak to everybody, correctly, and I do certain things. But obviously there's a line where you've also got to understand that, you can't speak to people well, you can't speak to me like I'm a piece of shit. And it is what it is, guys. It's one of them. Like you've got to have the same respect that I've got for you. We've acknowledged everything that's gone wrong. I've took the complete blame and weight on my shoulders. Got a lot of things going on behind the scenes where people are sticking the knife in trying to ruin me. But I'm the 1% who in a year's time, when I am completely back to normal, I'll be like, so what next? And you guys out there that have supported me, amazing. I really appreciate you. You're gonna see a lot more honesty from today's vlog. You're gonna see really I'm gonna talk way more about it. I have a company liquidation going on, which it's a stressful scenario. But then I speak to people who are way further ahead of me. I'm just retransferring a file, guys. I'm just making sure it doesn't crash because it's a big one. It's not being rude when I'm looking away from the camera. But yeah, I'm just going through a lot at the minute where most people would have just crumbled, but not me. I've got a lot of friends around me who keep saying to me, Steve, how are you even coping with this stress and this pressure? And I'm like, well, the stress and the pressure technically is caused by me. So I have to fix it. I can't sit in a room and feel sorry for myself and play the victim and, blame everybody else. Like it's me. I'm the guy. I stand on and I got to fix it. That's it. It's that simple. Every day has been a struggle. I'm not gonna lie. Since April last year, it's been a struggle. But if you watch my life and you see who I am, it's part and parcel of becoming number one. It's part and parcel of becoming great. And yes, there are people out there that are struggling due to things that are in my control and I've messed up. And that weighs very heavy. You have no idea how heavy that weighs on me. But also, I have to now be stronger. I have to be a different type of person where it comes across as though I'm being a bit stone, a bit cold, but I'm not. It's because I need to be able to focus on growing, rebuilding, getting everything sorted in order to do what I need to do to get moving forwards properly. And yeah, it's like a whole new mentality, and it's taken a while, but yeah, I have it finally. And then every time I post on social media, every time I keep moving forwards, I get a comment from somebody, or somebody sends something out to me, or, oh, look at him, he's a scammer, look at him, he's that guy that scammed everybody. Like constant little joeys. But then I have all these people watching my social media. I think people forget, right, that you can see, you know, if you go through the watch view list on Facebook and Instagram, I actually get to see who's watching my stories on a daily basis. I mean, guys, there's people out there that are commenting all shit about me, yet you're the first people to watch my story. You're the first people to watch everything I post. If you're even watching this right now and you don't like me, you've got a serious problem, because there's nobody out there that I don't like. Like genuinely, there's nobody out there. There's people who've made YouTube videos about me. There's people who've made TikToks about me. There's people who've made Instagram posts about me. And the comments I get back are, Steve, you're their #1 viewed person on their channel. So when someone makes a TikTok about me, my video seems to have more views than any videos they've ever done. When someone makes a Facebook post about me, they get more comments on the Facebook post than they do with their own post. That must be very disheartening for the person who's making them, to know that on their own channels and pages, I'm the most viewed person. And you're slating me, and I'm the most viewed person. That's like an insult. Now, I would never make a video about anybody, ever, in my entire life, never name and shame anybody. But imagine if I did name and shame somebody, because I know a lot of shit on people. I've got more shit on people than most people could ever imagine, and that's why I always say, you shouldn't throw stones if you live in glass houses, but I'm not the guy that does that type of stuff. If I posted a video about somebody on my YouTube, my Instagram, or my Facebook, and that video was the most viewed video on my channels, I would actually quit my job. I would leave completely, because it shows that people are more interested in the person I'm talking about than me, and they're watching my channel. I'd actually feel quite humiliated, really, if I'm honest with you. And now me actually talking about this is going to cause huge commotion. There's going to be a backlash from me talking about this on YouTube, because there's people waiting to watch this video and they're looking at things I do, and then they start sending it out to people, and they're, look at Steve, we're going to get him back, we're all going to come together, we're going to team up as a crew, and we're going to make a WhatsApp group, and then we're going to make a phone guy. Bore off, have a day off, relax yourself. You must have the most boring life to make up fake accounts. Do you understand the level that you have to go to make a fake account? You got to set fake emails up. You got to download photos of me. You got to set the account up. You got to follow the people I know. You got to write out a direct message. You got to post on there. You got to switch between your personal account and the account about me. And the account about me gets more views and likes than the account about yourself. You're tapped. You're delusional. You people out there are crazy. Imagine if you put that kind of effort into your businesses, you'd be successful. And this isn't me ranting, this is me just actually speaking the truth. Like saying to you guys, this is what people are doing to me. Now you go imagine, where I live, my personal house was posted all over the internet, okay? People were like, this is where he lives. He drinks coffee at the Belfry. Yes guys, I'm at the Belfry every single day. It's my place where I go. It's my favorite place to go and do my work. I've been there every day for the last God knows how many years. And someone makes a count up and goes, Steve's at the Belfry. Anybody who follows me knows I'm at the Belfry. Anybody who knows me outside of social media knows I'm at the Belfry. But this person thinks they're funny with an Instagram account and a TikTok account and then blah, 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 blah. But my takeaway is, I actually think they're fans. I actually think they support me really deep down. I think because I went through a lot of shit last year and I got attacked like, you know, a lot. I think people are secretly rooting for me to come out on top. And the people who support me, I appreciate you, you know, like, but it is what it is. I'm late on Earn and Learn partners, and yeah, I'm late. We're behind schedule. It is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm fixing it, moving forwards. I know where I'm going. I know what I do. I know the value I add. I am, without a shadow of a doubt, at my level, the best educator in this country. without a shadow of a doubt. It's proven. Even the people that have attacked me have gone, he's the greatest educator. But yeah, the earn and learns have gone behind. And then we have a lot going on. A lot. Like I said, the liquidation's one thing I've got to put up with. There's another thing that I'm not allowed to talk about at the minute, but when I am allowed to talk about it, boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, do I have some shit to show you guys. So stick around, because you're about to get a real deep insight into me. And I feel free now, because I want to talk about it. Whatever happens, happens. And whatever will be. Que sera, sera. Good night.
YouTube, we are back. So we're in Steve's Mentee's latest flip. Now, this flip is a 2-bedroom house. It's a 2-bedroom terrace. And it's kind of like the entry-level flip, the starter point. So what I want to do with this project is pretty much, work is starting this week. I want to showcase it bit by bit in our vlogs, but also record the whole property as the works go on to create one big video for you guys in the end, so you can see the start and the finish through the conveyance, like from the conveyancing to the strip out to then first fix, second fix, third fix, snagging, and then pretty much when it gets valued and sells. So it's going to be a very interesting one for you. Now, what this property actually gets valued at is going to determine what we do with it. So if we reach the goal that we want to reach with it from the standard we do the property to, we might be able to refinance and leave 5 to 10% in. So we're going to wait for that in the end, and then you guys can see how a project like this, a starter project, happens from start to finish. And hopefully it gives you a bit of insight into how Steve works, how he teaches, how he educates, and how, most importantly, he develops. So at first glance, I know what you're thinking. It looks like this property needs quite a lot of work doing to it. However, there's a lot that we can actually get away with in terms of most of the walls are fine, so we can get away with just skimming over them. However, on the first floor, on the ceiling, there is lath and plaster. So, we decided that we wanted to strip it all down and reboard it correctly. However, it didn't meet the budget for what we agreed to purchase this property for. So now what we're deciding to do is overboard it. Now, Steve has overboarded more than 30 times in his development. So when he gets the builders in to do it, it will be done professionally and correctly, and he's never had a problem with it. So I know there's a lot of Bob the Builders that he says out there, social media builders that keep saying, oh, it's wrong, it's not. Look, any job done professionally and correctly is fine. As long as it meets a certain regulation and you're not cowboying it, you're fine. So that boiler actually is fine. Now, because we're doing a full refurb, we actually wanted to move the boiler upstairs. So the reason we was considering changing it or replacing the boiler is because when you're factoring a full refurb for the house, to change a boiler, to buy a new boiler is what, an extra 1,200 quid. It's not really going to cost that much more compared to everything we're doing. Luckily, with the manufacturer of that boiler, this boiler is only 3 years old. So if we was to take it off and repipe it, it doesn't actually void the warranty. So we can just take it off, move it, have it serviced, and keep that specific boiler. Another thing we're doing as well is that consumer unit is being moved to the front of the house and boxed in. And the reason we're doing that is because this wall here is going to be removed to create an open plan. And we're going to have to fit steel beams across there to support the structure of that wall and the house. Another thing we've mentioned is you have to walk through bedroom 1 in order to get to the bathroom in this property. To me, that's very inconvenient. I wouldn't want someone walking through my bedroom in the middle of the night to go to the toilet. So what we're actually doing is we're creating a stud wall that goes from here across to the edge of that, where that door is, that architrave. And this creates a little hallway in order to get to the bathroom. Now, to utilize more space, the door into the bedroom is going to be a sliding door. And this is so we can utilize as much space in here as possible. And what we're also having to do is move that door from there to that wall there and pretty much wall off where it currently is. And that will also be a sliding door and able to utilize the space. Now, that can add value in ways that you can't imagine, because you're thinking add value or boost the price up. No. So if a buyer of the property comes in and sees that and they like it because it's more convenient, then you kind of like allowing to potentially sell your house quicker because you're meeting a bigger demand of buyers. Whereas if you didn't do that and you just kept it as is, you might be eliminating some of the people who want to potentially buy the property. Now, if you open the market to buyers more by making things more convenient, like downstairs toilets or this and that, what this does is it enables your property to potentially sell quicker which adds value because the quicker it sells, the quicker you make money. Now, the longer it stays in the market, you're losing money. So time equals value. So add value in ways that are not always pushing money up, that are making your life quicker and easier. And that's what you learn when you're with Stephen Hamilton. Another thing Steve always mentions is having shower taps over the bath. Now, what this means is you have your bath taps, but then on the wall here, you will have your shower taps and your shower head in order to have a shower as well as a bath. Now, this can create value as well because it allows for people, families, to be interested in your property. Now, if there was just a shower there, imagine a new family, a young family come in and they have children or they want to have children. They can't bathe them. There's only a shower and it's just inconvenient. So again, it's just thinking of the end user in order to maximize the value you can potentially add. For everyone who watches Steve all the time, you might know that chimney breasts are one of his biggest pet peeves. So what he typically does is removes them. But in a low entry flip like this, so on this one, we're going to keep them basically. But on a low entry flip, you might want to keep them because they do come at a cost and the cost can eat into your profit. But how much value is that going to add removing these chimney breasts in a low entry flip like this? What he typically does on places like, on projects like HMOs and flats and stuff like that, he would typically remove them because that space that chimney breast is taking could be an extra square meter on a room to meet a certain regulation. So it's just pretty much thinking and just like open your mind to what works and what doesn't work. It's the same thing what I was mentioning with overboarding on the lath and plaster. It's cheaper for us to do that, but it also works just as good rather than stripping it all back correctly. And it's the same thing with these chimney breasts. I mean, the work that would have to be put in on removing them and the cost, how much of value is that actually going to add in the end? The thing that got me was I was looking at the garden and I tried to open this window all the way, but it's blocked by the rise and fall brackets on the gutter. But that garden there is crazy. It is quite long, as you can see from the neighbour's garden, but we've been quoted for this and it's going to cost us anywhere between £4,000 to £6,000 to sort that garden out. So, but these are things with the right education and with the right people around you, you can factor these costs into your price when you're trying to negotiate. And the gardens are probably one of the biggest things that are missed by a lot of newbie beginners. So just remember everything pretty much. So all in all, this is going to be a great project. It's going to be a great thing to document for you guys to see. Now, the original plan was to just get a video and do one video start to finish and breaking down the costs and stuff, but I think scrap that. Like me personally, I would love to know everything. So I'm going to be filming it from the start to during the refurb to everything and just going to make it kind of like one whole big documentary for you to watch. You know, I don't know how long it's going to be, but the longer the better. Imagine you can watch a renovation process from the conveyancing to buying the property, to getting the keys, to making a plan, having, you know, the strip out come in, getting a specification sheet made and just everything, solicitors, accountants, having all the whole team, seeing it from A to Z, start to finish, and just the results in the end. I feel like that's more valuable than just a 15-20-minute video showcasing the flashy house. So I'm now going to meet Steve at a property that he sourced. Now this one's interested me because it's actually got a government contract on it. Now I've been to quite a few of his that he puts contracts on, but this one's emergency. He said something like emergency housing, which I'm not sure what that means. So right now we've got his driver back, so we're actually being driven to go and see Steve right now, and then I'll update you guys quick once we're at the property. So what was this emergency housing thing, bingy majobby, Bobby, what were you talking about?
So I sourced 4 flats in the block behind me and we got them for £80,000 each. Rental on them is about £800 a month. And I got the person I sourced them for a contract with a housing association, and it's an emergency contract which is paid per day, or a rate per day. And it totals to £1,400 a month, and we got them on all 4 flats. So
that sounds good.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
But you know what, actually?
Go on.
Where the hell have you been?
I've been busy today.
Running around like Dora the Explorer. I'm trying to catch you.
I've been busy. I was at my mentee's house this morning.
Yeah.
I wanted him to do. People think that when people pay me for mentoring, that I'm literally someone who's just going to do everything. No, I'm somebody that's going to teach you everything, but then you have to put it into action. And I watch, and if I see people making mistakes, that's where I come in as the mentor and go, no, you're messing up here. So with the one today, I wanted him to change the council tax. I wanted him to do the water, the gas and the electric himself. I wanted him to make the phone calls whilst me and Serena was there. You was there as well.
Yeah.
And I wanted to make sure he understood it. And then next we've got a meeting on Thursday where he's meeting the contractor, and I've got the whole property secured for a certain amount of money. And then I'm going to teach him how to write out the specification sheet, write out the stage payments, as in what the builder's going to get each 14 days maybe. And I'll teach him how to do it from start to finish, because it's okay doing things for people, but they also need to be able to do it when I'm not here. So yeah, and then what else have I done? I had 3 strategy meetings, which you failed to film, didn't you?
Yeah, 'cause you kept running away.
Yes, and I had 2 of my mentees who needed help with properties that they found and viewed.
Yeah.
So it's been a bit of a day, and now I've got a friend who is a member of the property circle who's coming down to meet me at the local because he needs some advice on, he's actually got into a housing association in Derby, and he now needs to know what the next steps are. So he's coming to meet me for a quick pint of Guinness and a catch up. So you'll probably get that unless you're going home.
I'm going to get a pint as well.
I think you'll be drunk after a half.
Okay, all right. Is it because is it you trying to mock my age now?
No, I'm saying that
I mean, we can go there if you want.
You're very skinny.
Oh, okay, that's fair enough.
You're very skinny. And are you under the age of 18?
No, I'm not. Why would you hire me if I was under 18?
Well, I haven't hired you, you just followed me around. CRM system updating. So we had 6,000 contacts in the CRM system, which was what we've built up over the last 24 months. And now I've just whittled it down to 608 because we need contacts that are actually interacting. Great having a big CRM system with thousands and thousands of contacts, but what's the point in having them if they're not going to interact or actually do anything? So I've whittled it down over the last 2.5 weeks to 608 contacts, and I finally feel as though...
Sam, you're doing great things in the property world.
Thank you.
And you've booked a strategy meeting with Steve.
Yeah.
We're going through it now.
Yeah.
How'd you find it? Just give your honest opinion. If you think it's terrible, say so.
I think it's the best hour I've ever spent in my life. The knowledge and education and just the time you get to sit with Steve just for an hour, and he can say exactly what you're doing wrong, say that ain't right, or this is right, this is what you need to do. Met with him last week. He gave me some advice, gave me some tips. I've gone away, I've come back. He's happy with the majority of what I've done. A few little bits that I haven't quite done right that need changing, but we're nearly there. We've nearly sold a deal.
I like that.
Great day so far. I picked a couple of winners to come and spend some time with me, and I brought them to one of my 1-bedroom studios. We had a leak in the roof. There you go. Got all of this to be sorted out. Kitchen's in there, guys. If you have a look, Ernest, can you show them the kitchen? We have storage here, consumer unit up there. The bathroom is just in there. It's only a shower. There's no bath actually. It's a 1-bedroom studio. It's around 26, 27 square meters. We're on the 2nd floor. And the return on investment on this is unbelievable because it's a lease option agreement. Now, I don't like lease option agreements unless they're done with friends and family. This one has been done with a friend. I will fill you in later on because right now I need food. I think that's condensation issues from the water coming down and the condensation from the windows. I think that's that personally. Everything else in here is good. It just really needs a paint. The consumer unit needs upgrading in there, if you can see. Consumer needs upgrading. But other than that, it's a real good thingy. Now, I've got a bit more money on it because I know X, Y, and Z of people. But if I didn't have people, this would rent out for about 800 to 900 quid anyway in this area. So it's still 10 grand a year on, 33% on a 30 grand outlay if you bought it from a estate agent. They're probably 40 grand, I reckon these are.
You moaned about the last bathroom. I've got you a better one now.
Listen, you keep following me in the bathrooms. This is a great property.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's a great property. It's a great return on investment. It's an unbelievable thing. You guys usually see me doing, the big rendered properties, everything like that. Sometimes you just need to do basic stuff. Paint. I'm not even touching the flooring. I'm not changing any doors. It's going straight out. It's on a lease option agreement, which you guys know I don't believe in, but when I do them with people I know, I believe in them. The numbers on this is incredible. When I do actually break this down for you guys, you'll be like, oh my God, how the fuck is that even possible? it's not rocket science. A lot of it is to do with who you know and what networks you're in. And on that note, let's do a plug. Join the property circle. To be around me. Network. Get in a community. Be around the right people. It's not fake. It's like you're standing in a room with a hedge fund guy. Would you ever think that? You're standing in a room with a guy, like you manifested this, you said, who's done fucking what I've done in 11 years is nuts. The shit I've been through as well. These are the rooms. So like, let's say you go home now and the 3 friends that you go out with for the next week are fucking losers, but they're your friends. You're just going to stay in that same swamp of things. It's not because that you know there's anything wrong with them. It's just they just don't want what you want. Okay, you know what? That was really bad. They're probably not losers, but they're probably not thinkers. They're probably not thinking like, I want to go to that next level. So every time you talk about going to that next level, they're kind of like, what are you talking about? Friendship is friendship. And like, me and Dave have had a conversation about something that we know about previous. Even when things aren't going according to plan, if you know someone's good at something, you still push them that way. Yeah. It's important. And people don't get it, because when people have an issue with people, they think that you've got to have an issue as in like, fuck you, I hate you. But no, it's like if I fell out with a solicitor today over a personal issue, but I knew that solicitor was awesome, and you walked in here and said to me, Steve, I need a solicitor, I go, this solicitor's the best. Yeah. My personal issue with them is my personal issue, but they're great at what they do, and that's where the UK falls apart, because if I fall out with you, all of a sudden you're the devil. Yes. You ain't getting no work from me, or no one's coming to you because I've got an issue with you, and that's the downfall of humans. That's what happens in this country. But it's not fake. It's all about who you do surround and hang yourself with. That's the key. Hang around. You can't beat it. If you're having the right conversations and you're asking the right questions and you're getting the right knowledge, it's the life hack. Biggest life hack is who you have on the end of that. Soon as there's something wrong, who can I call?
Why are you so scared of the rain?
Show them.
I'm not showing them.
Why?
Because it's water. It's just.
But show them how torrential that is.
No, but it's just water.
It's like Hurricane 6 level.
Look, you can't even see it.
Well, we're not going out in that weather. You're more than welcome to go and get as many umbrellas as you want from the.
Look, I'll step out. Is this going to scare you if I walk backwards into the rain?
Does it not bother you?
No.
Do you want to get the umbrellas then?
Yeah, I will.
Go on then, let's go.
So what was your meeting yesterday with who?
So I had a meeting with what we call the Avengers, because honestly, they are amazing in terms of what they can achieve and what they can accomplish for us. It's absolutely levels. So I had a meeting with them yesterday. Already had an initial meeting briefly, just to explain how the systems are going to work, how we can streamline things, etc. Get a lot of things off my plate, etc. And basically just briefing them up on everything as well. So that was a great meeting that I had yesterday.
What are you doing now then?
So right now I'm catching up on emails, replying back to them, setting up mentoring sessions as well for our mentor students. Now Steve only works with a small handful of people because he likes to give them all their time basically, all the time he has on towards the mentor students. So
why are you so happy like a kid in a candy store?
Listen, I'm excited.
What is this?
The property plug. Bam. Bam.
Who's that?
Take that. Listen, just because you like butt plugs.
Okay. Yo.
Sorry, Serena. Sorry.
You know we're
That
in
was
public.
really bad in front of
Yeah,
a lady.
we're in public.
It's you?
It's you.
You bring out this like weirdo in me.
No. Hey look, you got your
You know
two
what? I
favourite
like
things.
this.
It's sick, isn't
I
it?
actually like this.
What is this? We got. They should have put the property slug. So where's my merch then?
Say again, sorry?
Where's mine?
I think now it's time that we all got them.
Do you actually think?
Huh?
Do you actually think?
Yeah? They're unreal.
That's sick. I would take a hoodie, but I don't think I'll
right,
fit in a plus size hoodie. You know, I don't think he can hear me right now, but
This? Just a
he's
plug?
gonna watch this video and just hear that I've called him
Oh yeah,
plus size.
just like it's £2,000 for legals.
Doesn't
and then
have
stamps
recorded.
going to be
This is how Steve's brain works.
5k. So you're going to be in at 102k.
Can't get too close.
Right. Then, on top of that, you're going to have your selling fees when it comes to the refinance fees. So let's say you got another £2,000 on your refinance. So we're in for 104,000 now. So we're all in at 104. We've got it valued at 120. The bank are going to want 30k left in, which gives us 90. Plus, we're then going to have other fees on top of that, solicitors' fees, etc., etc. So we'll probably pull out, I mean, if we be conservative, 85. Okay? So you're 19k. So it's going to cost you 19 grand to own that house. Now, I know you keep saying about wanting to pull all your money out of a deal. It's not as easy as social media makes it out to be.
It's not even relying on social media.
No, but it's listening. You know, when we teach and we talk about it, and I say, oh, I'm pulling all my money out of this deal, you got to imagine it's 11 years of contacts, networking. You lot have been with me how long today? 4 or 5 hours? How many phone calls have I had since you've been with me? Truthfully. How many, it's all property, apart from Isabella when the tyre had a thingy, but it's all property. I've been offered land, I've been offered houses, I've been offered commercial building. I get offered things every day. Only one thing every week really works, or 2 things a week really work. All the other 100 that you have to go through are just, no, never in a million years. 22, 23 grand profit. So even in the worst case scenario, if someone loses another 10, 12, 20%, we're still at 16, 17 grand. It's safe. It's always about being safe. So you should always do that, like I tell everybody. The 3, 2, 1. End value first. Refurb number second. That gives you your purchase price. That's how you work in property. Been to site today, 2 properties. Went to the first one to show them a high-end 450,000 pound end value one. Then we went to a 40,000 pound 1-bedroom studio, explained the difference in rents, gave them a real behind the scenes of my day. They actually couldn't believe how much I actually do in a day when the cameras are off. So it's a great day. Not finished up because I have a Zoom now, and then I have a Zoom tonight, and then I have another Zoom at 9 o'clock, and I also have 2 properties to break down, and I'm hungry again, even though I've just had Nando's.
How you doing, mate? So you've been with us all day, and you've obviously won the giveaway. Come and spend the day with Steve. We've gone to a few developments. So how have you found it? How has this benefited you in your journey now?
Yeah, no, I'm glad to be here with you guys today with Stephen. It's been a fantastic day so far. I mean, he's learned so much today, looking at the properties that he's working with, that he's working on, and you know, getting the answers to the questions, looking at the numbers and what he's done to those properties. You know, it's been unbelievable. It's an experience I've never had so far. So I'm looking forward to working with Stephen from here onwards, for sure.
Exactly. So obviously you are deal sourcing currently.
Yes.
And you had a specific thing going through your brain on how it works, doing the numbers and stuff. And today he taught you the 3-2-1 rule.
Absolutely, yeah.
So he teaches that a lot in the community, but why has that helped you specifically? Because I know when he was telling it to you, your brain was just like, oh my God, what the hell?
Yeah, so normally, you calculate your purchase price and you look at, you add all your costs and you work it that way, but then you're overpaying for the property, right? Whereas the way Steve calculated it is, if you work backwards, you start from the end value and then work backwards to deposit and how much it's going to cost to do the refurb, it makes sense because the numbers add up, it stacks up. So when I'm putting that deal in front of an investor, I've done most of the work for them, if not all of it. So I'm thinking about the investor. That's my goal, making sure I give him the best deal possible. And Stephen has helped me realize I was making a mistake. And now I've learned from this day. I'm going to use what I've learned from him moving forward.
That's perfect, man. So I'm glad you enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you around soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Pleasure to be here. Very lucky to be here. Very blessed to be here. Thank you so much for.
No worries, mate. Thank you for doing this. Appreciate it.
No problem.
So we've just been with the winners of the giveaway today. There was 2 winners, and we showed them around a few developments, the big fancy, the Instagram stuff, and then also showed them the real side to property. So, the low entry points, the type of refurb you'll do to them, the type of rental demand, and they're actually both currently in property. So one of them's actively out there deal sourcing, the other one's currently doing a refurb for a HMO, and all the questions they had, Steve just answered them, like that, because that's how he is. And I feel like Stephen's actually opened up their minds quite a lot and quite a bit in what they originally had planned and what they currently processed in the property world. But once they actually got their questions answered and they went through the real stages of how things work, they were kind of like, oh, maybe I didn't know as much, but they were very grateful to be here to learn as much. So we're currently now sitting through in one of the rooms now where Steve's actually breaking down the guy's HMO and going over the numbers and stuff and kind of giving him a strategy of how to exit, just because I'm not going to, speak about everything that's going on, but basically there are some issues with it. So we're just trying to help him navigate how to fix them. And he did say that he was meant to be here today. He did say it was his calling because he thought everything was going fine, and we've actually realized the issues that were happening. So he's very, very lucky that he's managed to come here today, and we've actually managed to help him navigate the problems and hopefully come out with a win this year.
To the Midlands, unfortunately, because we've got to look at where that works. Okay. Have you spoken to your guy in Australia since?
How'd you meet him go? YouTube. Voices. This is why it takes multiple takes, because you just say some weird shit.
YouTube.
So I heard you grilling him.
Yeah.
I had my earphones in, and you were just. It sounded a bit like domestic violence.
I
Really.
don't think there's earphones out there that could fit in your ears.
Okay.
Personally, your
Oh.
ears are huge.
That's not true. My ears
They're
are tiny. That's the
biggest
one thing.
ears I've ever seen on a human being. Where did they come from?
Got to ask my parents, man.
I'm not going to start slating your mum and dad
No,
for
that's-
your ears.
So how'd your meeting go then? Fucking hell.
The meeting about your ears? Meeting went great. Mentor students, great guy, great job, great intelligence, but he just needs just come on. So yeah, that's it. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say about that one.
That's
I
fair
don't know. I gave him 6 areas, and by the time we'd finished, he'd left with 3. So I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see. It's time for me to have a glass of wine with my tea and my mango juice.
And your plus size hoodies.
Am I what?
Your plus size hoodies.
What? Why? Why? Just because you don't have arms and shoulders like this to fill out a t-shirt, little boy. Just because you're still wearing Baby Gap.
What's
Just
Baby
because your
Gap?
missus buys your t-shirts for $3.99 from JD Kids. And then all of a sudden you're there giving me grief because I can actually fill out a chest, a shoulder, and
if
biceps.
if you want big chests, that's, you know what I mean, that's your own thing.
What the fuck is going on?
You're the one talking to me about your big chest. I mean, you couldn't torch that
My
out,
chest, can you lift, what can you lift on your chest?
mate. I don't want to say it.
22, 23, 24 kilos? Maybe.
Maybe.
The bar? Can you lift the bar? Could you lift the bar on a weights bench, truthfully?
Should we go to the gym now?
No, because I don't want you to die. I signed a parental guardian thing with your mum and dad. So no, I don't. But could you lift the bar?
Yeah, I can.
Genuinely.
100%.
With those arms.
Should we
Give me the camera. Give me the camera. Right.
Why
guys,
are you calling
guys,
me out?
What the hell? What
even
is
flexed.
that?
Hold
Can
on,
we have a
hold on.
flex? Do it.
You actually want to flex?
Oh my
no,
god!
No, listen. Look,
you
look.
could literally escape from prison by just breathing in.
What, just sliding through the bar?
I can't believe it. The only thing that will get caught is your head. Your body's straight through.
Yo, it actually hurts to be this attractive.
Really?
Yeah.
You are the definition of, if Mr. Bean married himself, you would be the child.
Yo, this is abuse. This is Steve Hamilton abuse.